there.
Yeah.
everybody.
Tonight, on a special viewing of the Curvy Fox Boutique.
Tonight, on Live with the Curvy Fox.
Tonight, on a very special episode.
We've got jokes.
We do.
Yep.
So while we're giving everyone a minute to get logged in, while Ellen and Alina and Jacob are lining up their live views, just want to introduce ourselves. We are the Curvy Fox Boutique. We are an exclusively plus-size boutique located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Being exclusively plus-size means that here in the store, we start at a size 14 and go up from there. We can, on our Shopify page and in our formal wear, order smaller sizes, but here in the shop, it's all plus size. Like, standard sizes have 1,000,001 stores they can shop at, so we try to make this a place just for plus size women.
Mm-hmm. And very recently we found out how kind of niche and exclusive that is, and how much so that is not a concept around a lot of places, and really especially in the boutique world.
Right.
And really especially when it comes to formal and bridal and mother of the bride and quinceañera and evening gowns and all of those really specialty pieces.
And there's so many boutiques that'll say, oh yes, we will provide, we do small through 3X.
Right.
And then their extra large through 3X is, 10 items.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't ever feel like that's really carrying that, because like your options are so limited. Like if I wanted limited options, I could go to Walmart too,
Right.
And so to come in and everything be like, oh, that should fit me, and that should fit me, and that should fit me, and there's options there. So there's a difference. So
yeah, and there's nothing like that feeling of putting on a dress and getting zipped in, and just that zipper hitting the top and having that moment of looking in the mirror and going, wow, I look beautiful.
Right. So Lena, have you been able to
Yep.
you watch? Okay, awesome.
Yep,
We do
I'm
have Miss
watching
Carrie
them.
with us.
Hi, Miss Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
She says y'all are too formal. She wants to know where your boobs are.
But
My boobs are right
girl,
here.
They're right there.
Like, I could start an OnlyFans with these right now. So,
She's got on her little red dress. It's one of her favorites.
All right. So, as you guys see, Coral is not here tonight. So, Coral is no longer an owner of the Curvy Fox Boutique.
Well, first of all, Coral had a little procedure done today.
Oh, yes.
And we want to shout her out and say, hey, Coral, we love you. We miss you. We hope everything went well today. Sending her good wishes for a speedy recovery. But yes, so there are some changes happening around here.
So, sometimes life just throws us different paths that we need to take and do and all that kind of stuff. And so Coral is still going to be very, very much a part of the Curvy Fox Boutique family. She'll still be here with us on lives. You'll still see her sometimes in the store. She's still going to make her t-shirts. She is just not going to be like an everyday. So with that, Molly and Jacob, her husband, have bought Coral's half of the Curvy Fox Boutique. And so they are going to be around more. And you may see Jacob here at the store with me a lot, and it's okay. He'll just give you your honest opinion too of like, that looks good or that doesn't. And but he has also said, like, if at any time someone doesn't feel comfortable, he's happy to step out. So if you just want to come in and not have a male around, then he is perfectly okay with that. But just know that he will be here with me a lot, and we're going to be doing some great things. We are kind of rebranding.
We are. So Coral has been an incredible part of the store for 3 years, and Coral and Phyllis have built a really wonderful legacy that is the Coral Fox. I've got coral in the brain, honestly. The Curvy Fox, excuse me. But we have decided that after 3 years of being open, we want to kind of shift a little bit.
Yes.
We have learned a lot, they have learned a lot, and they have passed a lot on, but we've decided we're going to kind of rebrand a little
Yes,
bit,
we
go
are.
in a little bit of a different direction.
I'm very excited about it. Like, change
yeah.
can be good. Like, change is super scary.
Oh
Like,
gosh, yeah.
like all of this has been, it's been a little hard, but it's also exciting, and so I'm very thrilled to see like what comes of all the changes. So and okay, y'all, so I always admit that I am not cool. I tell my Girl Scouts that, I tell my kids that I am not cool. I get it. Molly's cooler than me, and so we are taking a lot of her, oh, is it John? Yep. We're taking a lot of her ideas and her aesthetic, and she's been posting a lot of it. So I'm going to let Molly tell you about some of the new thoughts and ideas that we have for the shop.
Yeah, so I have always loved fashion. I have my very best friend in the world has her degree in costume design, actually her master's degree. And one of our dreams is to go to Italy someday and go to the original home of fashion and all of the museums and all of that good stuff. But two areas of fashion and design that are very close to my heart are retro looks. So I have always wanted to be a pinup girl. So that very like 1950s, a little bit 1940s retro look.
Mm-hmm.
Very into what you're almost wearing, Phyllis. So that
Because y'all know I love this dress.
high waist, reds, blacks, polka dots, think cigarette pants, kind of think Grease a little bit. Think things like that, think victory curls, just that really cool retro look. And not just that time period, think anywhere from the 20s up through 60s, 70s time period. So really those celebrations of those old times gone by that are just those really fun, playful looks to get into now. So I love those kind of retro area looks. That's something we really want to specialize in the boutique. The other one that is very big and so much fun is the bohemian or the boho look. This also can encompass what some people call cottagecore, or even some of that, a little bit of that kind of Western almost look. So think flowy clothing, think some things that are lacy, crocheted, fringe, patterns like paisleys and watercolors and all of those kinds of down-to-earth colors, a little bit of that hippie vibe almost. So for your more relaxed, kind of easygoing, yes. So those are two of the signature looks that we really are going to start incorporating more into the boutique side of the store. And then the third one is our business casual chic. So that line is more for our working ladies. So ladies that are working in any kind of office environment, our teachers, anything like that, we're going to be looking for well-structured pieces, because as a plus-size woman, it's hard to find that kind of stuff. I work for an association. I go to conferences, and I know it's hard to find good pants, good blazers, things you can be in for 10 hours, things you have to fly in sometimes, all of that are not only going to be flattering, but they're also going to be comfortable.
Right.
So we're going to do our best to find good quality designs that make us look good.
And so Molly learned really quick the last 2 days at market how hard it is to dig through everything to find those said pieces. Well, okay, so we found boho just fine.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like, we found boho, ho, 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 ho. Okay, so y'all are gonna be so excited when y'all see some of that stuff. It is so pretty. I mean, like, I think we were kicking and screaming coming out of some of the stores because it was just so pretty, and like I was surprised at many of them. I really was. And by the way, we aged like 10 years because market takes a lot out of you. So
for anybody that doesn't know, when Phyllis says market,
oh yes,
when the fashion industry has markets at least 2, if not 3 times a year when they release new collections. So collections are the release of the clothing based on what time of year you're looking at.
yes.
So markets are where all of the various designers come together in one, usually major city. So Atlanta, Dallas, Nashville, Vegas, places like that, to show you what their latest and greatest new designs are.
Yes.
So we went to the market in Atlanta for the last 2 days, and there we were in a convention center that is 15 floors of both contemporary and formal wear.
Yes. And it was a lot, y'all. We took
Yeah.
we took some video. And it was like you needed to be on the 3rd floor for this, and then you had to go up to the 8th floor for this, and then back down to the 2nd floor. But then you had to go back up to the 14th floor, and so it was a lot of escalators. But it's okay. Like we got to see all of our regulars. Like we spent a lot of time with Odie. We really got a lot from those guys. Pole, which is the new one
A
that
new
you're going
brand
to
to
see
us.
in
We're
the store.
very excited about.
That it pretty. So some of our pre-orders that I'm going to talk about in a little bit come from Pole, and y'all already like it. So yeah. Where else did we go?
We saw Easel.
Yes.
That's going to be one of the new ones we have coming in. We went
got
to
a lot from
see
them.
not Hayden,
No,
Hayson.
no, yeah. No, Hasten we tried, and we went to Hayden. And
There we go. I always confuse. They all name themselves so close sometimes. I can't keep them all straight.
Yeah.
So we did 2 days, 9 hours each day going through all of these places. And it was very eye-opening, guys, because sometimes you would walk into a booth that was just huge amount of clothes, and they'd be like, oh, our plus size section is in that corner.
Oh yes, lots of corners.
You'd be like one rack.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of disheartening.
It is.
And we made sure that anytime that happened, we went over and made our voices heard about, you need to expand this. We have an entire store for just plus sizes. We need more offerings. We don't want to see big florals. We don't want to see cold shoulders. We don't want things that are bedazzled out of our minds. You know, stop it. We're plus size women, and we should have great fashions too. So
yeah, and it's good because like you can tell which ones we have to shop because they knew who we were.
Yes.
And they knew what our purpose and intent and everything was. And that's nice though when you're building that brand with those people. But one thing, it's like when you're there, you don't think about it because like I remember the one shirt Molly brought over to me, and I was like, well, yeah, that's cute, but put it on. And when she put it on, the line came right across her nipple. And so I was even like, Molly, your nipple's right there. And that's what and so it's like, you don't think about that stuff, though. You see it in the pictures, the catalogs, everything, and you're like, oh, that's a cute shirt. Or you see it on the rack, and you're like, that's a cute shirt. It's not cute to have a seam rubbing on you all
right
day.
across there the whole day. Like, that causes issues, guys.
Right.
You know what that's going to do?
So, yeah, that was some of the things that, like, as we're sitting there, and Molly, the first day, she was smart. The second day, she lost her mind. But that first day, she had on a dress that she could pull stuff over for the tops and just pull pants on for the bottoms because she had on bike shorts, and I made her try things on for me. Second day, she wore pants.
I did. I'll never do it again.
Right? She learned.
Your lesson?
I did.
Right.
I learned my lesson.
One and done, okay? But, so yeah, so it was like trying things on and seeing, and it's all these little things, like the arms. So many arms now are those balloon arms.
They are the bubble sleeves.
Yeah, bubble
yes.
sleeves.
Yes, or balloon sleeves. Either term is correct.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, which is going to add to your arms, ladies, we know sometimes we are already paranoid about how big our arms are, and we don't want to add any more fluff and poof
They're like this
to
big.
those, you know? So, and And one of the neat things that happened with that particular booth where I tried on that shirt that had the nipple action happening with it, was that one of their production directors was at the booth.
Yes.
So we went right up to her and had a conversation about them needing to cut that piece either higher or lower, and she took our feedback well.
She did.
And she said, you know, I'll take this back to my designers and we'll have a conversation about that, because this is the kind of real world feedback we want.
Right.
We don't get.
And so we don't get that, like, we get it from you. So that's like, when you come in or when you try on something and you're looking for stuff and we say, what do you like? What do you not like? How does this fit? That's why we're asking that. Because, like, we can put it on and I can think, like, oh, I like how this fits here. And you're like, no, I really don't like that. So it's like, we value your opinion and we're passing them on to the people who make the clothes. So please always be honest with us about how the fit is. Or, like, I know Kim was in here one day and talking about how the shoulders and arms felt tight, and, like, we want to hear that because it all does matter.
But you also like to pass that on when we do Thursday night with our models.
Right.
That when the models themselves have issues, or if we know that a certain piece has had a problem,
Right.
when we tried to pass that on to the customer as well, because we don't want you to be unhappy once you get it
Right.
home.
Absolutely.
And when we're shopping, those are all the things we consider. Like,
Right.
you know, I would pull something over and Phyllis would say, okay, how stretchy is that sleeve? Or where is that going to hit? Or something like that.
Right.
And those were a lot of the things that we definitely considered.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun though. Like,
so Phyllis, of the things that we found at market, tell me your top 3 things you're very excited that we might be having in the store soon that you can tell our customers a little about.
Well,
Oh, I was gonna say, while you're thinking about that, I was gonna interject. Beth said earlier, I'm loving a lot of the new styles that Molly has been sharing. I love the retro and boho wish styles as well, and it's hard to find those in my size. Most of the styles stop at a large when I go to find those looks. I'm so thrilled that you're going to have more of that for curvy women. And she also said that's so awesome that the designer listened to you guys.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely been an undertaking, Beth. Like, it's been a dig to find those pieces, because it's been finding them specialized. It's been finding them at a price point that we would like to offer you all. It's been finding them in the country when we can, because we know everything that's going on with tariffs and shipping and all those things. And that helps us to keep it within that price point and not have to charge you guys out the wazoo when it's not.
Also finding a designer that really understands curvy women.
And also, yes, absolutely. And that would be another question we would ask. How do you really cut your size 18?
Yes.
How do you really cut your size 20? And that would catch them off guard sometimes a little bit.
They were really like, it's a size 20. We're like, no.
You can tell me it's a size 20, but is it really a size 20? Like, Phyllis often described herself when we went in as our average customer. She would say, I'm our average customer. Will your size 20 fit on me? And they would look at her and almost hesitate a little bit. And that's when we would know, okay, if we're looking at this, we need to think their 22 is going to fit a 20. Their 18 is probably going to fit a 16. You know, do they often offer enough sizing to fit everybody in our clientele group? And we need to remember that when we get these items in, to tell you guys, hey, this is cut a little smaller, size up, or this is cut very oversized. I'm very excited, and I actually found the group called Pole. So what's really neat about Pole is that they specialize in the boho looks, but they only cut in small, medium, large. However, ladies, the smalls fit me.
Yes.
And are oversized.
I made her put it on to prove it.
Yes, I did. I put everything on for her. And even the smalls are still oversized on my average 18-20 body. So not only did I get the ego boost of being like, I'm wearing a small, which, you know, feels really nice for someone that has always had to buy extra larges all of my life. But I was also super cute.
Oh,
So
it
to
was.
find super cute clothes that fit,
Mhm.
had a small on the tag,
Mhm.
and I felt really good in, was definitely a win. And I will say, we usually don't spend money on the first day, but I spent money on the first day in that store.
I will say that is one similarity about Coral and Molly. There was that credit card.
Okay, not as often. All
Not
right.
as often. Coral, I love you, but you know you're guilty. But yeah.
Some fighting words right there, Phyllis.
I'm playing. She did really good. She did really good. She did.
So,
Now y'all only bought one. That was the only company y'all bought from that first day.
Oh, the first
Yes.
day, yeah.
So they
Yeah.
did. Y'all were. You did the right
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Well,
it's
like
funny.
we could have went back the second day and bought more because like I really did like a lot
Right.
of their stuff, but we were very much trying to be very financially responsible.
so I'm guessing one of your top 3 items is from that store.
Yeah, I really like the sunflower cardigan. That's on my list to talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna have to rein this one in because she will have you all in everything crocheted flower in the store if I don't watch her.
Embellished too.
Oh,
I
and embellished.
I want it
We
embellished.
can't have
If it is
everything.
I want-
3D flower,
Right, I want it.
if it has things poking off, yes, we will be covered.
so
We will all
pretty.
be covered.
It was so pretty. I like the pretty.
I know you like the pretty boo. And you should have seen her eyes glisten the minute we hit the quinceañera dresses.
Well, y'all heard it, my voice. I took video for them.
I know.
Yes, that
I know.
video was something.
That,
I know.
like, walking around and seeing all those pretty dresses just made me happy. So I'm trying to think of, because
And
like,
that's before we had our big cocktails.
right.
Right?
Mhm. I'm trying to just think of some of the stuff that we ordered too. Like, I am, and then I know you might be surprised, but like the sheer shirts, I really think those are going to be cute.
Yes. So that's something I'm really excited about too.
Mhm.
So as you guys saw, if you follow my stylist Molly posts, which I hope you do, one of the things that's really in this year is sheer. And one of the things that we found with multiple designers is they are doing sheer layering shirts.
Mhm.
So they are an underlayer shirt that is completely sheer, meant for you to put underneath a jumper, a dress, a vest, whatever layering piece you would like. Not to add a lot of weight,
Or
but
on
to
top of a
add,
JDK.
or on top, well, you know,
Yeah.
if you're brave enough to do that. To kind of break things up, add some cool texture detail, things like that. And then they're doing all kinds of things. They're embossing them. They're adding little prints on them. They're literally screen printing on
Yes.
them so they look like t-shirts. There's a big Nashville influencer who wore one from one of our companies recently
From Odie.
underneath a cool graphic tee, and she looked chef's kiss, guys. It was the coolest look. So I'll have to go back in and post it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got a couple of those, and
We
I
did.
am excited about those because I did think they were cute, and I think with a lot of our style ideas that we have, I think those are going to look really good.
Oh, those are going to go both retro and bohemian.
Yeah,
Because
so
they will go both ways.
yeah, so I'm excited about those. So we have a lot of upcoming events. Ellen, I think on my desk there's actually like Jacob made me a little sheet. If you look on top
On
there.
top of the computer, maybe?
Yeah, there's a little chart that has like upcoming events, but I do know that our next event that we have is next weekend. We are going to be with the Royal Drama Guild. They are doing a show called Cleaning House. And so if you want to go watch a show, they perform at the Doubletree over on University. And thank you, Jacob. So the Royal Drama Guild, and it is called Clean House. So we are going to be over there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so we're going to be set up with a few things, but Dr. Hurt runs that production. We're going to be there showing some of our stuff. If we get any new stuff in by then, we'll have it there. But so yeah, we're going to be with the Royal Drama Guild doing that show. if you go to that, it's dinner theater, so you get fed as well as getting a show.
They're so much fun. They
Yeah.
really are fun.
They are. We know several of the actresses, and they're like the kindest people. We are going to be at Arbor Acres on the 18th, so if you have a loved one at Arbor Acres, we're going to be doing a little pop-up there with them. So come on by and see us. On April 27th, we are going to be at the Bridal and Wedding Expo at the Benton Convention Center. We are going to have a very large booth, and we're going to have models walking up and down the runway. So if you want to model for us that day, please get in touch with us and let us know, because I'm going to need some models. All right? So we should be able to fit most all sizes.
We're looking for models specifically size 18 to 24.
Yes. Because we want to be showing that, like, 14, 16 is, great too, but, like, get that middle size there as well. So we're going to be showing bridal, formal, mother of the bride, all that kind of stuff. So that is April 27th at Benton Convention Center. And then we get to go on the 16th, but 17th and 18th at Ace Acres down in Clemens, North Carolina. We are with the Sugar Mamas movement, and we are going to be down there with a booth. You can get tickets at the Sugar Mamas movement for $5, and it is going to be a great day of shopping. So if you like to do all your shopping in one place, this is going to be where it's at. So look into that at the Sugar Mamas Experience, and get your tickets to come shop with us there. So that's going to be lots and lots and lots of fun.
You're gonna be in High Point the first weekend of May too.
Okay, yes.
That's not on that list, but
Okay, and we are in High Point at what church?
Westchester Baptist.
Westchester Baptist on May 3rd. So we're going to be in High Point there then as well. Okay. Products. Why did I write products?
To talk about some of the products we
Oh
came
yeah,
back
yeah,
with.
yeah. That's what.
like the stuff sitting right beside you, maybe. Yeah, not just the stuff right there. Here, I'll take
A
that.
little sneak peek. Some of the
Yes.
stuff
Okay. So we wanted to show you some of the stuff we got at Market. Are you ready? Okay. So just start with this.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. So I'm going to get up to show it.
So we are, if you don't already know, really going to be expanding our formal section. So not only are we going to be expanding formal, mother of the bride, prom, bridal itself, we are also adding in some jewelry. So these pieces that Phyllis is showing you right now are sets that we purchased. So these are the necklaces that can be purchased to go with any of your formal needs. We have lots of different sets. They range in sizes and colors to meet all of the various formal needs that you may have. And these sets all come with a set of necklaces and matching earrings. So as you can see, those were two size differences. We have the large black and the smaller blue. And you can see the earrings that match each one of those sets.
Janelle goes, ooh.
And we got lots of colors, guys. Like,
Yes.
I mean, we got the magentas and the pinks.
The
And
reds, the
Yes.
greens, the blues. We have a few in gold. We have a few in silver. We
There's
even
an
have a few
eggplant
iridescent.
that's
Oh.
really pretty.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we tried to get a wide variety, not just the things we liked, but things we thought other people would like. As I mentioned, we have some bridal gowns coming into the store, which we are very, very excited about. We're getting ready for our bridal show that will be at the end of the month. And one of the other things we found that we often get requests about are some very blingy belts. So these can be used not only for bridal, but any dress that you find that you just want to add a little shine to. And they come in various kinds of bling, smaller to larger. They are ribbon belts, so they are rhinestoned on the front, and they have ribbon ties that go around the back. And ladies, they're a very, very generous amount of ribbon. We specifically had our vendor take them out of the package for us and show us how much ribbon there was to make sure that there would be plenty of generous amounts to go around our voluptuous plus size bodies. Because you know how much it's a pain when you get a belt of any kind that will not reach around you.
Right. And so, like, even on some of our, like, prom gowns or our bridesmaid dresses, they'll be like, oh, I wish it just had a little something more.
Yes.
Now we have a little something more.
Yes.
And I think these are going to be perfect. So, yeah, I think they're pretty. They add just the right amount of bling.
Yes. And don't forget, we also have Spanx. We have Boombas, we have boob tape, we have all your needs to come in and get you perfectly fitted for your evening gown, your
Right.
bridal gown, everything. And for our brides, if you decide you also need a veil, gloves, if you want that tiara or hairpiece, we now also have vendors to supply all of those things for you as well. So we would love to get you fully outfitted and just absolutely stunning for your wedding.
Even for your wedding night, right?
Even for your wedding night.
Yes. So a couple more items that we got. And Molly,
Yes.
I'll have you to show them.
Absolutely.
So we showed you these when we were walking around Mimi. So if you were on our live, you saw them and we brought them home. Okay, so the first is this cardigan. It could be used as a cardigan, as a swimsuit cover, wear with jeans and a tank top. I've got the hiccups. There are so many ways to wear it. We have it in the brown and in the black. And aren't they one size?
They are
Yes,
one
one
size,
size.
but they are very, very generous.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, put one on.
So these are
Okay, so a second.
$35. We only have 2 in the brown and 2 in the black. So if you want it, speak now or lose your piece. Okay? So see this? And you could, like, I think it's to the point you could tie this here in the front if you wanted to, the way it works.
You absolutely can.
So yeah, $35 for these, 2 black, 2 brown. So let us know if you want one of those. Then we also have the white one that Molly tried on for us there at Market. So I think these would make perfect swimsuit covers. So these have the white crocheted lace in the front and they're sheer. Again, it's a perfect cover up, perfect top piece, like over a tank or something like that. And these are $45. We only have 2 of them. So once those 2 are gone, they're gone.
It's perfect to wear at the little beachside bar while you're sipping your
Right, exactly. Like these are perfect to wear, throw over. I mean, they are cute and adorable. So if you want them, let us know. Like I said, we only have 2. The white one is $45. All right. I think Molly may be able to show you too. Like, I don't know the prices off the top of my head, but we could always get the prices if you're interested. We did pick up a couple of the purses from Mimi's. So we got that purple one with the guitar. Well, it's like a lilac lavender. It is so pretty.
I love that one.
And it's got the guitar strap, and it's so pretty. So we have 2 of those, okay? So if you like that purple, we did get 2 of them because several people said they liked them. We also got that purse in navy, and so it has that matching navy strap. And then is the red one the exact same bag?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got the red one in that same bag. The red,
Love the detail.
oh, okay,
on
it is.
those.
Okay.
They're all the same.
All right,
It's the same.
so got the red guitar strap to go with it. And like I said, I'll look up the price for those. I don't have it off the top of my head. I've not had any sleep. So then we got 2 more bags. That little cream one there, it is so cute. And when we saw it, it had a guitar strap on it. So we bought the guitar strap to be able to add to it if you'd like. You don't have to buy the guitar strap. We really liked it on the display with that. So we did pick that up just in case. We thought it was really pretty. And then the other one is this very bohemian satchel purse, okay? And it has a little fringy, fringe
Accent detail
accent
that
detail
makes
thing.
it so you can open it up, pull
Right.
it closed.
It cinches. It's
rolls.
really cute.
It goes over your shoulder.
So yeah, so I
That's
can check the
adorable.
prices on those for you if you want them, but we only like what you saw was all we brought back. We did bring back some more hats, so we brought back the neutral colors in the small hat, and I did say small. Y'all didn't mishear me. The small hat up here, we got like the beige, a sand. We got another black. We had a gray left over in the navy. So we have all those in the small. And then in the large, we have the beige and like the sand color. Okay? So if you need a new hat for the season, we got you covered. And that large, we really mean we got you covered. Like, it's going to cover you all.
It said nope.
All right, so the next thing, like, guys, we're going to be getting so much stuff coming in the next few weeks. Whew. Be prepared. That's all I gotta say. Lots of new stuff. So let's talk about our formal for a minute. And I think part of it goes back to the fact that, like, you know, my niece just was trying on dresses, and like we have so many girls that are trying to try on dresses, and I was even watching today. That hat is perfect. I don't know. So I was reading on some groups today, and moms were talking about, oh, I ordered my dress from here, and it didn't fit, and all this kind of stuff. We have access to dresses in sizes 2 through 40. Okay? I can get all of those dresses. And after market weekend, we can get those dresses from a lot more places. Yes, Jacob.
Jamie McKinney
Uh-huh.
was asking what the price on the purse was, the guitar strap lavender.
Okay.
And then Beth said she wants one of the purple purses with a guitar strap. Just let her know how much.
Okay.
So I think those are gone.
Okay.
So I don't know what the price was.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the
We'll
paper.
message Jamie.
Yeah. I'll have to look at the price. I think I remember, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, we now have, I mean, like, we had several before, but while we were at market, not only did we talk to Sydney's Closet, we talked with Jonathan and Kane and had a drink with Jonathan Kane.
A couple drinks with Jonathan.
Then we also talked to Primavera. We went over and talked to
We had
MacDougal.
Chick-fil-A with Primavera.
We did. Then MacDougal didn't give us anything.
But they had some cute
They
dresses.
did have some cute dresses. And then we went over to Colors, and they have some fabulous dresses. We were with Giovanni, and they had some amazing dresses. So guys, we met and talked to all these people to bring you all the formal needs, the formal wear needs that you could possibly have.
And we went to Amara to see those
Right.
stunning quinceañera
Yeah, oh.
dresses, and to get it, they got us lit.
They did. They had the world's best bartender in the world.
It was amazing.
But yeah, like, we were looking for all of that. So any of your formal needs, we have found somewhere where we can meet those needs. And like I had applied at Colors the night before. So like, whatever, the first night we were there, when we went back to the room, I filled out my paperwork to be a retailer with them. And the next morning they're like, haven't we met, blah, blah, blah.
They
and I was
knew
like,
us by name.
right, they
just
knew
by our
exactly who we
application.
were.
Yep.
Yeah. And so when we came in, they're like, oh yeah, we just sent all your stuff to this person. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's awesome. So we're also partnering with Dave and Johnny. So
Yes.
that's where our bridal gowns are coming from, and we're super excited for that. We have now their whole line of formal wear. And we're going to be moving the store around, and there's going to be a lot more. So like, if you've been in the shop, what's now our sparkle room is going to become our bridal room. It's going to take a little bit of time, but that's what it's going to be. So it's going to be bridal gowns and like mother of the bride gowns. And then in the shop here, it's going to be all the homecoming, cocktail,
We're releasing
prom.
the sparkle on
Yes.
one half of the shop.
Right. All the
Mhm.
sparkle cannot be contained with only
No
one little
longer.
room. So we are going to be expanding our formal wear section dramatically, and we hope to be like it's going to be a slow start sometimes, but we're going to get it done, and it's in progress, and we can't wait to have it done.
Yes, my actual husband and Phyllis's work husband are off here talking already about plans to build and work and change. And
We already
so I don't
have
know what all this means.
Amanda says we can't see your beautiful face with that hat on.
Oh, sorry.
To
The giganticness and level of the hat just needs to be displayed.
to be more accurate, John was telling me that we were doing work, and I was like, "Hang on, we're doing a live. I'll get to you in a minute."
Oh, we have
You're in my
Molly-
shot. You're in my shot. You're
Molly
almost in
and
my
I
shot.
were already going over the changes today, and we actually were working to have minimal changes. So there's not as many changes as you might think. It's not like we're not making as many holes in the wall as you probably think.
Okay,
I like
she
the
means
ideas.
building changes. There
Oh,
are
yeah.
changes.
Oh yeah, there's
happening.
changes, but we're not moving fixtures and making John have to work really hard. So that's
Not a lot.
that's what we're
Little
talking
bit.
about.
I think there's only one wall that's gonna have some things come down and put back
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
There's
So
just one wall.
So yes, so we'll now have bridal boutique, formal area, and then we'll have our signature collections
mhm.
on the boutique side over here, which we've talked about already. Retro, bohemian, our business casual chic, and of course we will still carry some of our signature items like JDK
and Cara.
and Cara and some of the others that we
Like our GD
feel
Blues.
really make our Curvy Fox.
Right, absolutely. Another thing I want to say about formal, and especially as we're transitioning, guys, we can't grow without you. And that's been true for 3 years. And we're at a point where I hope one day to get a paycheck from doing this. Like I'm 3 years in now. And we just ask that, like, if someone's like, oh, I'm getting married, or oh, I've got this event, recommend us to them, please. Like, say, hey, I know the ladies down at the Curvy Fox, and they are willing to bend over backwards to get you what you need. Because we're not going to grow unless we get your help. Like, we can do all the social media posting and go to all the networking events and do all this and do all that. But unless a trusted friend really says, hey, I know these guys, or hey, this is a great place to go, a lot of people don't. So we really appreciate if you tell people, like, give the Curvy Fox a chance. We might not have it in stock.
Mhm.
Thing is, we probably don't.
But we
But
can get
we
it.
can get it, okay? And I can normally get it within a week. I've not had any fitting problems, thank goodness. We measure you, we do all the things. And so please help us grow, you know, because it's those little things like mother of the bride, homecoming, all of those. We can get the kids, somebody please, like I sold one kind of big. I want to sell the big one because I want a quinceañera dress. I've got my ball gown up there and it's kind of quinceañera-esque, but so yeah, like please tell everyone, like please help us grow this. And we're not charging the 6 time, you know, like
Not
like
the
at the
recommended
mall.
markup.
Right, we're not doing that. So that's another reason too. Like we're not going to charge you your firstborn because I'm done with children. So, but like not going to charge you that much for your formal gown. We're going to still try to be very reasonable in that. So, again, we just appreciate you helping us grow by telling other people. And it's all the time. I mean, June brides, fall weddings, homecomings, Christmas galas, cruise dresses, all that kind of stuff. We're going to have it all.
Big
so.
birthdays.
Yes.
Whatever your celebration is.
Award ceremonies.
Come
Right.
see us and let us find the perfect outfit,
Absolutely.
gown, whatever it is we need for you.
Mhm.
And remember that we are women owned.
Right.
We are local. We are, a small store. We're not big box. We're not corporate. We're not any of those things. And every little bit helps.
Mhm.
And we appreciate you, and we'll work our tails off to find what you need.
Right. All right, so the last thing, look, y'all.
Before you do that, do a big shout out to Janelle and how much she blaps about the store.
Oh yeah.
We love you, Janelle.
We get lots of people. Oh, and Janelle, honey, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a warning. So, like, Molly,
Lonnie's on here too.
I need to get my nails
love you
done,
too,
so I
Lonnie.
can't be running my fingers through my hair.
My girls with the biz.
Oh gosh, yes, we've been listening to y'all. If you
Stop
didn't know
making me cry.
So Molly and I were talking today that we need to get new headshots and all that, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll call my girl," and I was like, "I'll call Janelle and be like, I need a miracle."
Tell them why you need a miracle, Phyllis.
Cause this damn woman at Market.
Not just one.
It was the same. It was at Dave and Johnny's both times.
Was it?
Yes, it was. They're like, "Is this your daughter?" And because this is
They
a
asked
family show, I will not respond how I wanted to respond. And I was like, Jacob's going to have to work one morning so I can go finally get my hair did because this gray is overtaken. And Molly's over there in her cute little pigtails being like, "Oh, thank you, you're so nice."
Janelle says, "Oh, bam, LOL, I'm there, y'all."
We know you are, girl. We know you are.
And oh my God, how rude! Lonnie laughed. Lonnie did say, "I can attest, y'all have truly been trying hard to find me items that I've been waiting for so long, even if it doesn't fit. Dang vest. I still appreciate the immense effort you put in to help us, your customers."
But, well, see, and like, you guys are the kind of customer that we can't do this without. And like, there's a shirt still hanging, it's over there. Like, I ordered a sample to see if it would fit you guys because I know that you guys will come in here and give us your honest opinion. You support us, you tell other people about us, and it's that kind of stuff that we need. And like, like some of the new lines, like Unique Vintage, does carry up to a 4 and 5X. So
Yes,
we
it
are excited about that because hopefully that's going to work. So one thing that Molly's going to do, so Molly's closet obviously is not full enough, and she says she's going to do a purge, but so Molly ordered a lot of this stuff and she wants it for herself, so she's going to put it in her personal closet. But we're also going to do a little photo shoot of Molly in this so you guys can see it. So because we want to talk about the fit and the wear of it and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, a lot of the new brands are coming in that 4 and 5 range, so I'm very, very happy about that. I think the last time I looked at the chest measurements, it was 57 for the bust. So yeah, so we're trying to find those brands that'll carry more than the 3X with the 50-inch chest or whatever it is. So we are trying to improve that because we do appreciate that. And we know that there's so many of our ladies that we can't serve because so many, like the ones that we can find are basic. A lot of them are basic and a lot of them are floral. And that's why I've never ordered a lot of that because, and I've always said that, like, they're not coming in designs that I would
Right.
wear, so I've just not ordered them.
So 3 things. 1, don't let her fool you. We got asked multiple times if we were sisters also.
Sisters, yes. I can handle sister.
2, Phyllis said something to me one day and it really stuck with me. And now I ask myself it every time we shop for anything. And she said, if I can look at something and could get it at a Fashion Bug, could get it at a Cato, could get it at any of those kind of...
Elisa said it to me.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah.
That's who it was.
Yes.
Yeah. And she said it to me. And every time now I shop, and when we were at Market for you guys, I would look at items and go, I can buy that at Cato. I can buy that in a Fashion Bug.
Right.
I can get that. That's the direction Lane Bryant is going.
Right.
You know, those kinds of stores. That's not what we're looking for
Right.
you. We're looking for that step above. We're looking for those looks that are signature, our custom, our boutique, our customers. And it's
They're
hard, but
fun.
we're doing it.
Right, they're fun. Like, I can't wait for the purple outfit to come in. So I'm really excited
It's
about
really
that.
cute.
And then we're building it around. So, like, we
Yes.
got a skirt and a top, but then we've got a
We've got
pant.
pants that will work
that'll
with
be-
it,
right.
and another top that will coordinate
Right.
it. So we're really trying to do capsule items for you guys, so that if you buy one piece, it will coordinate with 3 other pieces as well.
Yes.
So that you're not getting something that is so unique,
Right.
it can't be worn with anything
Right.
but that one particular outfit. So, and let me tell you how many times at Market I walked up to vendors and said, if you make any more cold shoulders,
She did.
big flowers, or bedazzled mom animals on any more plus size
She did.
clothing, I will hunt you down.
All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is, so you guys see how quick the purses went. So if you look online, I posted a crochet sunflower cardigan. It's so pretty, y'all. It's so pretty. Okay, and it can tie in the front, and it's just cute. And it's a one size, and it fit me perfectly. Like,
Yeah.
it was adorable on me.
With
I
some
still have
room to
plenty of
spare.
room. So that was going to be $45.
It's $45, and we have 6 of them.
No, we only have 4.
Oh, now we have 4.
Yeah,
We've sold them.
So, Misty and Karen have already bought one, so we're down to 4. So if you want one, speak now or lose your piece.
I'm looking at you, Carrie.
So then Carrie, Carrie spied with her little eye the other top that we also ordered immediately that day, and she saw it in tan. So it came in 3 colors. Well, like, it's not tan, it's dark, like a taupe or a mocha.
Yeah.
So I had spotted that one, and so it came in the 3 colors, and then I told Molly, I was like, we can't get all 3, we got 2, so we got black and white.
I tried.
So Carrie, we need to know what color you want. I know you said, God, I don't want it. I'm assuming right now you want both. That's
So
all
we
I
got, the one is a cream color. I won't call it a white.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
call it kind of an offy white cream. And the other one is a black, because for us, those are more common colors you guys
Right.
order.
Right.
So between the 3, we went for those 2, because Phyllis
Right.
wouldn't let me have all 3.
Right. And so those are $35 a piece. And right now we have Carrie, and there's a picture of Molly in that top, and Molly is wearing the small.
The small.
The small. So y'all are just gonna have to trust us on that one when we say you wear a small or a medium or whatever, because Molly was wearing the small.
And that picture is actually in the comment section, if
It
I
is.
remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yes, it is.
Just so in case they go back to look for it,
Mhm.
it is in the comment
Yeah,
section.
I may repost it individually tomorrow. But yeah, so if you want, those are on the way. So those are paid for and coming. They'll be here anytime now. So if you want those, you need to really speak up and let us know. Okay?
And we have additional items coming. Be on the lookout. They'll be arriving this month, next month, June, July.
There's a
They're coming
lot
all
coming
through
in
the
the next
run.
2 weeks, though.
We also have a few items that are coming, like the items that Phyllis was talking about, that we may choose to do some pre-orders on, guys.
Yes.
So if we post it, please make sure that you're commenting, letting us know that you're committed to buying it, what size you need, because the more pre-orders we do, the more we can get the cute stuff in the store for
Yes.
you.
Because we've admitted all along, like, we're a small business. We haven't paid ourselves. Coral and I have never made a dime. So it's like, in order to continue this and to grow and all that kind of stuff, we're trying to think of the different ways, like the formal consignment. So we haven't mentioned that. Like, if you have a formal gown and you're willing to consign it, we're trying to take that. We're trying to grow the consignment. So we're trying to find all ways just to keep this place going, because we still want to be here. And so we're just trying to find all those ways to make sure. So like, pre-orders is going to be one of them, where it's like, we're not just saying, oh, we can't buy that because that's really expensive. If a couple of you are like, yes, I really want that, and you order it and pay for it in advance and it comes in, then we can get that kind of stuff in and get the really cute stuff. So, all right, does anyone have any questions? We're going to open up the Q&A.
Yeah. We've been blabbing at you for a long time, so we just want to know if you guys have anything for us before we wrap up. We promise next week we'll be back, probably with some new items, back with our beautiful models.
Mhm.
And don't forget about all of our great sales we have going on. We've got leggings on sale, we've got tank tops, we've got our convertible, reversible spaghetti strap shirts.
Mhm.
What else? What else am I missing? We've got a great clearance rack right now that's worth coming in and
it's not
looking
bad.
at.
We covered it up though.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna say.
I was about to
don't
say it's right
keep
here, but
pointing
it's
at the
not.
formals.
Right. Yeah, see, these are some of my new formals. I love them. They're so
Yes.
pretty.
And we also came back from market with tons of awesome giveaways.
So pretty.
All of these bags you can see behind me on this side that are not ones we showed that are purses are all giveaways from all of the designers that we saw. So come see us at our events
Right.
and you can snag a great giveaway.
Right. All right, guys. So if there's no comments, are you getting anything on the Tick and Talk?
Anything in
Nope. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go then. We're getting a lot of love on the Tick and Talk. So.
But if they do still have comments, if you write them down, we'll comment.
Oh yeah.